I'm Noreen Breen. I'm a visual artist and I'm also a mother, widow, farmer's daughter. I moved to Phoenix 21 years ago from Dublin, and art is a big part of my life. You know, I would say art is my anchor. I am a collector and a gatherer. I acquire things. I suppose more inclined to take something out of a skip than put something into a skip. I think nowadays there's a lot of chat about decluttering, whereas all the things that I have in one way or another are very precious to me, and I would use them again in other ways. So I kind of repurpose things. I work in a very intuitive, instinctive way. I don't question why I gather these things, and I may have something for 20 years and then I have it when I need it. Of course, for that you need storage and you need space, and I do have the luxury of having a lot of space. If I am going to be part of a show or a group show, I will always look at the space in a gallery. So I'll always be very conscious about how we place things and how we create a mood and an atmosphere. And I think people do that in the context of interior design. That we I suppose try to reassure people or make people safe or comfortable at home. And equally well, then in the context of a gallery, I suppose we do that maybe for people to question things. You know, that they come in and they see the work and it makes them think. Or it makes them contemplate. You know, I think with the No Late to Mary sign, you know, it's a neon light. It's a Latin. There are two Latin words, and they mean have no fear. And I would think that fear holds us back from all kinds of situations. You know, fear is not a good thing. So if we can let go of fear, if we can be brave about things, and that will stand to you in life, you know, in terms of a pandemic or anything, life's challenges, and we all have them. So I think I work creatively, and when I talk about visual art, that's as distinct from being a poet or a writer or a dancer. And I would actually believe, I firmly believe, I suppose, is that there are the facts of something and there are perceptions. But art is where you find the truth. So if that, and by that I mean when you hear a poem that you can identify with the sentiment in it, or if you go to see a play, you can identify with one of the characters. But whoever's in your company, they might identify with somebody else. So that's what I mean about the truth. And I would say that that's the only place you find the truth, is in art. The other 5 artists, Susan, Jacinta, Margaret, Jo and Catherine, decided that they would like to dedicate the exhibition to my late husband's memory. And I thought that was a lovely gesture on their part. And, you know, they knew Tom and he would have made them very welcome here. So it definitely, their support was really valuable to me, and it was a distraction. Tom died suddenly, and that's always difficult. Also in a pandemic, that's another challenge. So I think for all 6 of us that the show in Siamsa just took our focus to another place and was a distraction. And that's not a bad thing. If you, very often when you're making work, you can get into that kind of flow and you forget about other things. It doesn't make them go away. They're still there. The realities are still raw. But I think Tom was a huge support to me. He had great faith in me, and he indulged me hugely, you know, in gathering things. Or, of course, he never said no. You know, he would always, if I rang him and asked him to get something awkward and big into the back of a car or whatever, he would give me help.